as you were at the top of the table over in Italy, with Napoli still reigning supreme over current champions Internazionale. But what will change this time around? We're going to get into that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about match day number 24, I believe, over in Italy, and we'll get to that in a second. If you knew where you've been, hit the old subscribe, your one-stop shop for Serie A, Blackburn Rovers, World Football. We're going to all hear under Waruski. That's right, currently Napoli are running away with it, tip of the top of the table, 3 points clear over Internazionale, who do have a game in hand, but currently have some work to do this coming weekend. But what about the rest of the pack? We'll take a look at all of it in a second. If you knew where you've been, hit the old subscribe. One Stop Shop is here. Big shout out to the members, big shout out to the patrons. What we're going to do now, though, folks, is revisit those last weekend's picks, look at the Superbru, and then go for it this coming weekend with all the drama. Sit tight, hold on, here we go. That's right, folks, recap of the results over in Italy, and they look a little bit like this. That's right, with Parma losing at home to Lecce. My picks on the left, the real deal's on the right. Monza also losing at home to Verona. So not a great start for me. Udinese with a 3-2 win over Venezia. I went with a 1-0 win. Atalanta and Torino duked it out to a 1-1 draw. Shambles there. Bologna 2-0 winners over Como. I went with a draw as well. Juventus put 4 past Empoli. In a 4-1 victory. Fiorentina with a 2-1 win over Genoa. The Milan derby did end up all square. Went with a 2-2. It was a 1-1 scoreline. Napoli could only draw against Roma 1-1. And then Lazio with a 2-1 win over Cagliari. So not great in regards to my picks. But the table, my friends, looks a little bit like this. Napoli are still top by 3 points. Internazionale with that game in hand could actually overtake them realistically with their goal difference. Atalanta losing steam there. Lazio are in the top 4 at the moment. Though going down is Monza, it is Venezia, it is Parma at the moment. But what about the Superbru? Well, we'll have a look at that Superbru then, shall we? As of course, it's been another hectic all week. Sit tight, here we go. Superbru update. Zanders, 15 points for him. Taya B, 14.5. Ams with 13.5 as well. I'm there with 7.5. Not great realistically, but if you see the rest of the guys in there, smash the like, smash your subscribe over there. Of course, quickly, the overall leaderboard, it is Tayabi, 244.5, Summit 2018 with 239.5, and then Raymond Reddington in third, 238. I am in 8th, up 2 spots though, so I'll make it a climb for that top 5 as the season keeps on bubbling. If you see name in here also, smash that like, please, smash the little bell if you don't mind. Of course, we keep on going with the Superbru, but right here, right now, we're going to take a quick hard look at the abilities to do the Superbru. Here it is. This is the link right here, right now. Get amongst it, get predicting, because these are the games, guys. These are the games we're going to take a cold hard look at this coming weekend, starting this coming Friday, 7th of Feb. Over at Como as they entertain Juventus at the Stadio Giuseppe Signalia. Como under Cesc Fabregas are 15th for the table, 22nd, 22 points for the campaign, just 1 win in the last 5 up against Juventus. And Thiago Motta, 1 win in the last 4 under pressure. Under bloody pressure. They are 5th for the table, 40 points for the season. They played each other 3 times since 2002. Nothing for Como, 2 for Juventus, 1 draw between the 2 sides. Last time around at this very venue was a 3-1 win for Juventus back in February 2003. The reverse fixture this campaign over at the in Turin, it was a 3-0 win for Juve. Juventus on the back of that 4-1 win over Empoli. Como losing to Bologna most recently. Como, of course, with the bookies, odds are underdogs. Massively out fancy. Juventus, of course, big time favourites. Going to go with them as well. Just a 1-0 win. Not big, not impressive, but enough. 3 points to keep them moving. Verona up against Atalanta coming on this coming Saturday, the 8th of Feb at the Stadio Mancanto Pettagodi. Verona under Paolo Zanotti, 50% form for them right now. 14th for the table, 23 points for the season. Up against Atalanta under Gianpiero Casparini. 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. But winless in the last 3. They are 3rd, 47 points for the season, and have played Verona 31 times since 1997. Just 10 wins for the hosts, 16 wins for the visitors, 5 draws between the 2 sides. Last time around, over at this very venue, was a 1-0 win for Atalanta back in September 2023. The reverse fixture of this campaign, 6-1 win it was for Atalanta back in October. The visitors, though, on the back of that 1-0 loss to Bologna, that was in the Coppa Italia quarter-final stages. Verona with a 1-0 win over Monza most recently. Bookies, though, will back Atalanta. They are favoured on this one massively. Verona underdogs. Going with a 2-1 win. Atalanta back to anyways. Closing in, maybe, of course, for a push for top 3. We'll see. Empoli up against AC Milan. Coming at you over at the Carlo Castellini and Paoli and Roberto Di Veistia. 16th for the table, 21 points for the campaign. Up against Milan under Sergio Conceição, 58% form for them, 8th for the table, 35 points for the season. They have, of course, won 3 of the last 6. But they played each other 29 times since 1997. 3 wins, Paoli, 18 wins. Milan, there's been 8 draws between the two sides. Last time around at this venue, 3-0 winners it was for Milan back in January 2024. The reverse fixture, a 3-0 win for Milan back in November. And Paoli on the back of that 4-1 loss to Juventus. Milan with that 1-1 draw against Internazionale. Tonight, though, AC Milan taking on Roma, Coppa Italia quarter-final match. They're expected to navigate that. But the bookies for this one, they'll go with AC Milan. Of course, they will massively favoured on this one, as do I. Just the 1-0 win, though, just to get the 3 points and move in the chains. Torino up against Genoa, also on Saturday, February the 8th at the Stadio Olimpico Gran Torino. Paolo Valnoli's at Torino are unbeaten in at least the last 6. They're 11th, 27 points for the season. When I say they're unbeaten, they've drawn 5 of the last 6. Draw kings right now up against Genoa under Patrick Vieira, who are 12th with 26 points for the season. 1-2 lost to over the last 4. 45 times they've played since 1993. 18 wins for Torino, 12 wins for Genoa. 15 draws between the two sides, including back-to-back draws. Both of those games were, though, at Genoa. Reverse fixture last time around, or this fixture last time around was a 1-0 win for Torino back in September. Torino, 3 clean sheets on the spin against Genoa, and they're coming into this on the back of a draw against Atalanta. Genoa picking up a 2-1 loss to Fiorentina most recently. Bookies on this one do find it much tighter here, but they do back Torino to be the victors. I'm going with the Torino win as well. 2-1 winners at home. Into Sunday we go, the 9th of Feb. It's Venezia. It's Roma coming at you on the 9th of Feb. Stadio Pierluigi Penzo. Venezia under Eusebio Di Francesco. They are 19th right now, 16 points for the season. 3 draws at the last 6. Not great form for them right now. 25% form if you want to look at it just that way. Roma under Claudio Ranieri, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 9th, 31 points for the season. Played each other 9 times since 1998. 2 wins Venezia, 5 wins Roma. 2 draws between the two sides. Last time around over at Venezia, it was a 3-2 win for Venezia back in November 2021. Reverse fixture was a 2-1 win for Roma at the Stadio Olimpico. Roma on the back of that impressive 1-1 draw against Napoli. Venezia losing to Udinese most recently at the Stadio Friuli. The odds right here, right now, backing Roma massively. They are favoured here. Venezia underdogs going with a 2-1 win. Ranieri's boys doing the business once again. Cagliari against Parma, coming at you also Sunday, the 9th of Feb. David Nicola's boys are 17th right now, 21 points for the season, back-to-back defeats. Up against Parma, the Fabio Peccia, they are 18th for the table, winless in the last 5 with just 20 points for the season. Played each other 44 times since 1993, 15 wins Cagliari, 17 wins Parma, 12 draws between the two sides. This one's coming out to the Unipol Domas. Last time around at this very venue was a 3-2 win for Cagliari back in May 2023. That was in the Serie B promotion playoffs. Reverse fixture this time around was a 3-2 win for Cagliari, also at Parma back in September. Parma on the back of that 3-1 loss to Lecce. Cagliari losing to Lazio as well last time around. The odds right here, right now. They back Cagliari. They are massively favoured on this one. Good to go with a 1-1 draw, though. Point apiece. As both sides continue to flap around. Meanwhile, Lazio up against Monza at the Stadio Olimpico. Lazio under Marco Baroni are 4th in the table, 42 points for the season. 1 win the last 3, though, for Lazio. Up against Monza under Salvatore Bacchetti. They are 20th, rock bottom right now, 13 points for the campaign, 5 defeats in the last 6. They played each other 6 times since 2006, 4 wins Lazio. We've got no wins Monza, 2 draws between the two sides. Last time around over at this very venue, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2023. The reverse fixture, though, a 1-0 win for Lazio at Monza back in November. Lazio on the back of that 2-1 win over Cagliari. Monza losing to Hellas Verona to make it back-to-back games without a goal. The odds for this one, they do back Lazio, of course they do, as do I. 3-0 win, big win for the home side. Monza are in trouble. Lecce, they're up against Bologna coming at you this coming Sunday, the 9th of Feb at the Via del Mare. Lecce under Marco Campiolo, they are 13th for the table, 23 points for the season. 2 wins the last 6, 42% form for them right now. Up against Bologna, Vincenzo Italiano, they are 7th in the table, 37 points for the season. Unbeaten now in the last 6, including 4 wins in that last 6. Played to the 29 times since 1997. 3 wins Lecce, 15 wins Bologna, 11 draws between the two sides. Last time around at this very venue, it was a 1-1 draw back in December 2023. The reverse fixture, a 1-0 win for Bologna, who are unbeaten against Lecce over the last 6, picking up 5 wins and that 1 draw. Lecce on the back of that 3-1 win over Parma. Bologna with that 1-0 win over Atalanta in the Coppa Italia. That makes them go through to the semi-finals, I believe. The odds right here, right now, Bologna massively fancied. Lecce, the underdogs, going to go with a 2-1 win myself. Bologna keeping the heat. Maybe making a push for top 5 very, very soon. Then we go Napoli up against Udinese, coming at you over at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Napoli under Antonio Conte. They are top of the pops. 54 points for the season, unbeaten in at least the last 6, picking up 5 wins out of that last 6. Up against Udinese under Costa Runjic, 42% form for them right now, just 1 win the last 6. 10th in the table, 29 points for the season. They have played each other 47 times since 1993. 24 wins for Napoli, 9 wins Udinese, 14 draws between the two sides, including 2 and the last 4 have ended up as draws. But last time around at this very venue was a 4-1 win for Napoli back in September. The reverse fixture this campaign was a 3-1 win for Napoli back in December. Napoli on the back of that 1-1 draw against Roma. Udinese with a 3-2 win over Venezia. Bookies back at the table toppers. Napoli, they are favoured, going with them as well. 3-0 winners in their own backyard. And finally, spicy one, Internazionale up against Fiorentina. The Giuseppe Meazza coming at you on the Monday, the 10th of Feb. Simon Inzaghi's Inter are second with 51 points for the season up against Fiorentina. Rafael Palladino are 6th in the table and the 39 points for the season, unbeaten now in the last 3, including back-to-back wins. Played each other 61 times since 1994. 34 wins for Inter, 13 wins for Fiorentina, and 14 draws. Last time around over at Inter, it was a 4-0 win for the champions back in September 2023. The reverse fixture 1-0 win for Inter at Fiorentina this campaign back in January 2024. Inter on the back of that 1-1 draw against Milan. Fiorentina with a 2-1 win over Genoa. The odds right here, right now, they do back the champions. They are favoured here massively. And of course, I'm going that way as well. 2-1 win, Inter to take it. And if I'm right, guys, this is what the table will look like. It'll be as you were at the top of the table. Napoli, 57 points. Inter are in second with 54. Atalanta up to third now with Lazio in fourth. Going down, Monza, Venezia, and Parma. That is what I've got for you here today, guys. Make sure you smash the like, smash your subscribe. Your one-stop shop for Serie A is right here. But until then, I'll see you soon for the next one when we come back around. Until then, we're